tell me how much you want it. You know these bags are strong, you break, you buy, you bust it open. They hang up posters where the reward, my swag was stolen. He wanted to I put up.
This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here's Hood-Schifino. To the inside. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
It's Hero on the take. Uses the glass on the layup.
You're coming in at full speed. Hero was just too quick.
James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Tilly. Here's the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
And here's Ball.
Good utilization of his height and speed to get to the line that time. Ball showing you he's got the savvy to draw contact.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
The first free throw is good. And so Ball nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Tilly. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Ball. Here's Hero. 6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. McDaniels can't hit. On the break. Here's Tilly. He's got 5. To the right side. Bridges outside. Behind the back and lays it in. Bridges has gotten his second bucket.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Outside McDaniels. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Jacks up a 3. And Hero grabs the board.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Down low. It's tipped. Pass to Tilly. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
McDaniels is perhaps the best wing defender in the league, guys, showing us why right there. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Here's Agbaji. Over to the left wing. Here's Shepherd. Another shot. And the layup is good.
Making the most of that possession, unwilling to give up on the play.
To the middle. Kicks it to Hero. From outside the arc. The rebound by Bridges.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Here's McDaniels. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here's Agbaji. He drops it from range.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Pass the ball. Over to the wing. Got a piece of it.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
And here's Bridges. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here comes the break. Here's Hero. Here's Adebayo. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice. Adebayo's got 6 points.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
And that one drops.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Here's Shepard. No made baskets yet. 40 seconds left in the first quarter here. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
All distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
That one falls. 5 points in the game.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Bridges.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
No good with the triple. A deep three from Ball. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Bucks ahead, up 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight. Keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Personal foul.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano a mano and create something out of nothing, That's often the best you can get.
Here's Wiseman. The rebound by Stewart. The Bucks trail. The three. Gets the three ball to go.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Hayes inside. Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
For three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Wiseman. Back to Hayes. Here's Vukcevic. For three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And there's James from the arc. Drops in the three. James has got 6 points.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. Giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Back to Wiseman. Shot clock at 5. Oh, look at Wiseman. All the tools inside.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. He's got 7.
You know, Simmons is a platinum-level passer, and he has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
Here's Wiseman. Pass to Hayes. Back to Wiseman. Yeah, that's where he shines. Wiseman throws down the dunk.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
James, outside. From outside, off the mark.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Vukcevic. Nice move. Jams it in off the great move.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now here's Simmons. No points yet. Here's Hood-Schifino. Back to Simmons. Out to James. Pass to Stewart. To the left wing. And stolen by Hayes. And here's the fast break. Dosunmu with it. Picked up by James. Back to Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Hood-Schifino's got his first points of the game.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pass to Vukcevic.
2 minutes.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Dosunmu outside to the paint. Here's Vukcevic. Hayes for 3. The rebound by Stewart. Simmons with it. Hayes picks him up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Timeout called. The Bulls.
In for the Bucks, Kalkbrenner, Miles Bridges. Chicago timeout call. And make some noise for your Chicago Lovables.
Here's Milwaukee. Following this game, they host the Magic. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Pass to Tilly. And 1:01 left to play in the first half of basketball. The baseline, Jay. Nice jump shot. He's got 6. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Now here's Hero. Here's Adebayo. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. 34 seconds left in the first half. Here's Shepherd. Still without a bucket. Just 5 to shoot. It's Bridges on the wing. Fires in the triple. And it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
You know, since entering the league, Bridges has really worked tirelessly on his game, especially the three-point shot, and you see the results of that labor.
Here's Tilly. Driving to the basket. They get it again. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Bucks ahead, up 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Ball. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Shepherd for 3. Adebayo grabs the board.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, McDaniels wasn't going to be denied there. Getting the bucket and has a chance for one more.
Chicago shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Shepherd. He's scoreless. McDaniels with the rebound.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Checking into the game for your goal.
Pass to Adebayo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Miles Bridges.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And he makes both free throws. About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Shepard. Takes a three. Gets the three to fall.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And here's Brown for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. Most nights, he feels like he has an advantage.
And I would agree with that. When you think about defenders trying to slow down Miles Bridges, most guys are either too slow or not strong enough to deal with him. As a result, he's able to make it tough for just about anybody who guards him.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Chicago making a switch here. The Bulls trail by 4. Inside. Shakes him. And he lays it in. He's got 9.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Abaji. Pass to Tilly. 5 on the clock. Fader on the way. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Tilly's got 7 points in the game.
Did he need to use the fadeaway? No. Did I enjoy seeing it? Yes, I did.
Kicks it to Hero. Lets the three fly.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Hero on the wing. Pass to Adebayo. Now McDaniels. Back to Adebayo. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Here's Abaji. The 15-footer. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Bucks lead by 4.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Basket counts.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Here's Shepard.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. There's a screen. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. From 11 feet away, it's Hayes with the rebound.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills. Great hit ahead in transition, advancing the ball, creating an easy look.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Hayes. And finished off by Hayes. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
To the inside. Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
.52 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's Tilly. He's got 7. Pass to Shepard. Here's Tilly. Just 5 on the clock. With the fadeaway. It's Hayes with the rebound. It's tipped.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Making a switch here. Down low. Vukcevic, good. Vukcevic has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Pass to Stewart. To the paint. Just 3 on the clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And he sinks the second. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. The Bulls out in front. Up by 3.
The Bucks, 48.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Milwaukee with the ball. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
James outside to the middle. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pulls it. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
To the paint. Cuts off the pass. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Oh, swiped away. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Double team on James. To the wing, right side. To take the lead. And right on target. That one's good. And the Bucks lead by 1. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bucks?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Back to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Hood Schifino. Three-pointer. And Vukcevic pulls it down.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Ball outside. Screen by Wiseman. Ball outside. Here's Vukcevic. Stewart defends. Back to Ball. Let's go with a three. The shot no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Here's Hood-Schifino. Five to shoot. With the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Adebayo. Outside McDaniels. There's the triple. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Buck substitution, number 35, Bryson.
Here's Bridges. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Tilly. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Chicago leading. Ball outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Assertive play by Ball inside. Not letting a close defender just shut him down.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Here's Tilly. Driving inside.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Bridges brings a toughness to his team's interior scoring because of his athleticism, physicality, and aggressiveness.
Bridges hits them both.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
To the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
And he drops the first.
Personal foul. 15 foul.
Good on both.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Adebayo grabs the board.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And rejected. And here's Shepherd for 3. Counted from distance. Shepherd's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Three-pointer. Drills it from deep.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And there's a 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Chicago trailing here. Adebayo with it. Pass the ball.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. He was still sliding right there.
.105 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Six on the shot clock. He connects!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Yes!
These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands and makes big plays at big time.
Inside. Here's McDaniels. It falls!
Coming up big in the clutch. McDaniels with the highlight reel hoop.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Shepherd. There's the 3. It's kept alive. Out to the right wing. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Ball taking his time here. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
And there's the screen. And here's Shepherd for 3. So a close game sees Chicago taking...